Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We should be grateful to Allah, the Creator and Sustainer of the universe, who has given us His mercy and blessing and abundant all the gifts that we won't be able to count. Peace be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the idol of all Muslims all over the world, who has shown us the right way of Islam for our happiness in the world and the hereafter. I won't forget to convey my thanks to English Student Association UHAMKA, who has held this competition. Well, let me try to introduce myself briefly. My name is Naila Nadhif Zafira Azahra, and you can call me Nadhif. Currently, I'm a student at SMIT Nurul Ihsan Boarding School, Cilacap. Before we begin, I'm very happy to stand here and share with you. I'm glad to present my speech about education in COVID pandemic era, because this topic encourages me to talk here with the title Alteration of the Education System During the Pandemic Era. According to the research, the spread of COVID-19 in recent years caused the government to implement social distancing instructions, mandatory use of masks, do not crowd, do not leave the house if there is no need, always washing your hands until the lockdown appeal. This is to prevent the spread of the virus, and the number of victims is increasing because it extends extremely quickly, which then has a significant impact on the smooth running of school, work, and so on. The pandemic that has been going on for 2 years is enough to bring changes in education system in Indonesia. Previously, learning was carried out face-to-face. Now, learning takes place online, implemented through a PC or computer or device which can be used to exchange information and be connected via the internet. Online learning activity phenomena require us to master technology in everyday life, such as teaching and learning activities using Google Meet, Zoom, Skype, Google Classroom, Trello, etc. Indonesian Ministry of Education and Culture published Circular Letter number 15 of 2020 concerning guidelines for organizing learning from home in an emergency period for the spread of COVID-19. In this circular, it states that the purpose of implementing learning from home is to ensure the fulfillment of the right of students to obtain educational service during the COVID-19 emergency, protect education unit residents from the adverse effect of COVID-19, prevent spread of COVID-19 in unit education, and ensure the fulfillment of psychosocial support for educators, students, and parents. This fact is contradiction because this circular cannot be implemented in areas where there is no internet network, so that this education system is only felt by students in cities, but not for students in remote areas. There are also many students whose grades soar during online, but when assessment is carried on offline, their grades fall again, which turn out to be done with the parents or even just cheating, without really learning and understanding what is explained. The obstacles and challenges that often occur online include unsupported internet connection problems. Both students, teachers, and parents complain about the lack of a smooth internet network being the main obstacle in distance learning. Learning in a relatively shorter time must be maximized by students to have a nice understanding of the material. But in fact, the short online learning time causes students to be less able to understand the material. Distance learning certainly has its positive and negative. The negative side that often happens is the lack of interaction with others, like students who experience class rolling and meeting new friends. They don't know each other because there is no direct interaction. Maybe just know the name but not the person. Also, learning using gadgets often invite addiction, like intention not to leave the mobile even though the online hours have passed. The positive side is the ease of accessing the whole world. For example, in participate international events, who used have to go abroad now can still with family at home while participate international activities, which of course save money and time with family doesn't decrease. Mastery of technology must still be owned by the current generation because Industry 4.0 has to be surpassed. Simply put, Industrial Revolution 4.0 is an industrial era that allows all entities in it to communicate with each other anytime in real time by utilizing internet technology. Industry 4.0 refers to the digital era of information and communication technology. Even Japan has started to enter the revolution of society 5.0. All the advances and changes that the Industrial Revolution 4.0 might make everyone feel like no more revolution can happen. However, that thought vanished after the advent of the Society 5.0 concept presented by the Japanese Business Federation that combines the synergy between humans and technology with the aim of integrating virtual space and physical space. In this integration is done to make things easier. The fact that the Industrial Revolution 4.0 focuses on aspects of doing work automatically, meanwhile Era 5.0 puts more emphasis on job prospects and optimized working hours responsibilities in completing work, both aiming for the welfare of humans but with different approaches. Even soon, we will live in the metaverse world. Microsoft is developing a virtual world metaverse. The concept of virtual world where one can create and explore with other internet users in the form of one's own avatar. Education must be able to continue to apply courtesy and norms even with distance learning. The combination of technology and preservation of courtesy will be a successful education and have value in life. Well, the mastery of technology and the use must also be wise, by only being used for needs so that does not lead to infamy and moral failure. It's hoped that this safeguarding of freedom in mastering technology will lead us to become individuals who have local wisdom by staying alive within the lines and boundaries of the Islamic religion that controls science and technology. Last but not least in my speech, I will identify and conceptualize the real condition in Indonesia. The functional education system in Indonesia has not been able to run well like in other countries. The functional education system cannot run in balance for all regions in remote areas of Indonesia. So, this country must find a more effective solution for rules. I will stop my speech. Thanks for your attention. I beg your pardon and see you later. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.